In the last class, we learned what is break-even point and break-even level of output. In this class, we learn how to calculate break-even level of output if data is given. Now, there are two methods to find out break-even level of output. One is called formula method and the other is called graphical method. Okay, first of all, let's see the formula method. Now, the formula to calculate break-even level of output is, that is, fixed cost divided by selling price minus variable cost per unit. Selling price per unit, selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. That is the formula. Now, you can see the data which is given there. In the question, fixed cost is 10,000, variable cost is $5 per unit, price is $10 per unit, maximum output is 4,000 units. And now we need to find out the break-even level of output using formula method and as well as graphical method. So first, let's put the values using the formula. Fixed cost is what is given, that is 10,000. So I'll write it here 10,000. Okay. Selling price is $10. I'll write 10 minus variable cost is 5. So what is the answer? 10,000 divided by 5. The answer is 2,000 units. Now, using this data, we learned that if the business produces and sells 2,000 units, business will be able to achieve break-even. That means no profit, no loss. Business will be able to cover all the cost with the amount of revenue business would get. Okay, but when business reaches 2,000 units of 2,000 units of sales. Okay, now you need to understand that using graphical method, answer should be the same. That break-even level of output should be 2,000 units. So whenever you are using graphical method, or let's say they say that use graphical method to find out break-even level of output, always use formula method as well to check whether your answer is the same or not. This is the way you can see whether you have done well or not. Now, let's have a look at graphical method. So I have taken cost and revenue on y-axis and output on x-axis, right? Now, we need to draw total revenue curve and total cost curve as we discussed in the last video. Okay, so for total revenue, we have the formula, and that is the formula: total revenue is equal to price into quantity. So let's say I have taken two levels of output, 2,000 and 4,000. Why I have written 2 and 4? Because output is in thousands. So, and why I have taken 2,000 and 4,000? Because the maximum level of output is 4,000 units. It means business cannot produce more than 4,000 units. It is beyond the capacity of the business to produce more than 4,000. So I have taken another value because to draw a graph you require at least two points so that you can join them together to find the curve. So now let's say at 2,000 units, what is the total revenue? That is the formula. You can see that this is the formula, right? So what is the price? Price is again given in the data, that is $10. So 10 into 2,000. That will be how much? 20,000, right? So we'll get 20,000 as revenue at output level 2,000, right? This is 0. So this will be right here. Okay. And obviously at output 0, total revenue would also be 0, because if there is nothing produced, obviously nothing will be sold as well. You know that. So at 0 output level, total revenue is also 0. Now, if I join these 2 points, okay, let me find out the total revenue at 4,000 units as well. So what would be that? Again, price is 10. And what is the output level or quantity? Because that is the formula to find out total revenue. 10 into 4,000. That will be 40,000. All right. So let's take the point there as well. 40,000. This will be, now if we join them together, we'll get Let me just draw it again. Now, this is total revenue curve, right? Now, similarly, we need to find out total cost curve as well. So that is the formula. Total cost is equal to total fixed cost into total variable cost. Okay. And if total variable cost is not given, you use this formula, variable cost per unit into quantity. And that is given in the data as well. So now at 2000 units, let's say we start from there. Even we can start from zero as well, but you know that at zero level of output, total cost is equal to fixed cost. Remember, at zero level of output, zero output, total cost is always equal to fixed cost. Why? Because at output zero, variable cost will be zero. Because variable cost will increase when there will be increase in output. If output is zero, variable cost will also be zero. So it means total cost curve will start from vertical axis. Okay. And that is the starting point would be the fixed cost, right? So at zero level of output, see what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost is 10,000. So we'll start from there. That is the point, starting point for total cost curve, right? Okay. After that, at 2000 output, now because the output is 2000, we need to find out output at 2000 units, sorry, total cost at 2000 units as well, so that we can draw total cost curve as well. Now, you can see the formula. Total fixed cost is how much? That is 10,000, right? And what is the variable cost? That is not given, total variable cost, but variable cost per unit is given. What is that? Variable cost is $5 per unit. You can see that. Okay. So we'll write 5 and into output. What is output? 2000, because we are calculating total cost at 2000 units. So what is the answer? 10,000 plus 2000 into 5, 10,000. That will be 20,000. So at 2000 units, total cost would be 20,000, right? Now you can see that at 2000, total cost would also be 2000. So that would be the point for total cost as well. That is the common point, which is on total revenue curve as well as total cost curve. So obviously that would be the break-even level. At 2000 units, break-even level will be 2000 units. And that tallies with the formula method, because we found out that the break-even level of output was 2000 units there as well. Okay, now, but we further go on to find out the total cost at 4000 units as well in the same manner. Again, what is the fixed cost? 10,000, because it won't change. Output changes, but fixed cost does not change. You know that. And then variable cost is 5 given the data. And then now we'll multiply it with quantity. Quantity is right now 4000. Okay, that is the formula we are using for total variable cost. So now what would be the answer? 10,000 plus 20,000, right? So total cost would be 30,000 at 4000 units. So now let's take a point there. It would be right there. Okay, let me use another color for total cost curve, and that would be this much, this way, right? This is the total cost curve, right? And that is the break even point, and that is the break even level of output, that is 2000. And what is that area? This area, this is the area where total cost is greater than total revenue. You can see that blue curve is below red curve. It means this is loss, right? Because total cost is greater than total revenue, right? Similarly, if we see the area above break even, we see again the gap there. But here, blue line is above than red line. It means total revenue is greater than total cost. So that is profit. So every business wants to achieve break even early so that they can start getting profit. So this is how we calculate break even level of output. If you have any question, do let me know. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.